2020 has definitely been a very challenging and demanding year so far to work in community pharmacy. It has brought on many unprecedented and confronting situations and challenges, as I'm sure many other community pharmacists out there can attest to. So some of the major situations that come to mind are from the early days of the coronavirus pandemic in New South Wales around March and April this year, particularly with the panic buying and hoarding situation that many businesses experienced. It was just unbelievable to see the shelves stripped bare of basic, essential, everyday items. So like your Panadol, Nurofen, children's analgesics as well, Ventolin, hand sanitizers, and of course the major out of stock shortages of all the prescription medications as well for like basic chronic health conditions like your diabetes and blood pressure. I never expected to work any time during my career in pharmacy and to see the shelves bare of those items. So yeah, it's just still unbelievable to me that we experienced that. The other situation that was quite challenging was obviously with the flu vaccine situation this year. 2020 has definitely been our largest year on record. We've conducted almost 700 vaccinations in store. As part, obviously with COVID, the demand for the flu vaccine was heightened. So we had to adjust our process in store with that as well. Normally we would conduct it as a walk-in service with no appointment required, but especially in May and June when the stock was unavailable and it was slowly trickling through with back orders, we developed a waiting list and an appointment roster system, not only to ensure that we would have the sufficient time to serve the customers that we needed to in terms of like monitoring and observation periods, but also like to ensure that there were as minimal number of customers in the store as well, with all the social distancing implementations that have come into place back in the early stages in March and April. Obviously with customers that needed to isolate, that had contracted COVID or they were isolating from overseas trips and when they were returning, we began offering delivery services to those patients at home, and also like a pickup service in the car park of the shopping village where our store is situated. But yeah, thankfully we didn't have too many cases locally, so we didn't have to do that too often, but it was just another measure that we implemented to adjust with the times.